This was a 30-year-old nigga who barely, well, he see his kids but don't take care of his kids. His baby mama do. I hope he don't pull his dick out. I hope he don't pull his dick. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Nazyiainfo. Today we'll be doing a story time while I'm doing my makeup and getting ready with me. The whole process won't be filmed, but just this. But please remember, like, follow, subscribe, or your mom's a bitch. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna start the story. So, let me see. We worked at Whataburger, and Whataburger is not that far of a walk. Delilah, come close my room door. Come close my room door. She fucking lying. But Whataburger's not that far from my house, so we'd walk. And mind you, we got off at Whataburger because we used to work like 10, 12-hour shifts at Whataburger in high school, which was crazy. But by this time, we graduated. So while I was gone back home in Chicago for a few months, she got a new job. She quit Whataburger one, and she went to a job that paid her only $7.25. But you know, do what you have to do, or is it $7.50? I don't know. Whatever the minimum wage is, that's what Dollar Tree was paying her, or was it Dollar General? I don't know. It was one of them. So anyway, so she's telling me how like she met this guy there. They're cool. His name, we're gonna name him JoJo because that goes with his name. So JoJo tells the girl, we're gonna call her, what I said we were gonna call her? Hope. Hope. That's what we're gonna go with. So JoJo and her just start like low-key messing around, but she's telling him like that's not what's happening. Until one day they go on break, or they're in like the back rooms together, and one, they're supposed to be setting the store up because the store was supposed to open over here. They're supposed to be setting the store up, but they're in the back like fucking around, and she tells me like he kisses on her. I was like, but wait, didn't you tell me this was a 30-year-old nigga who barely, well, he see his kids but don't take care of his kids? His baby mama do? Yeah, that's not a baby mama. This the mama and the daddy. That's a real beach right though. It's always a mama's baby and a daddy's baby. Until it's the other way around, but it's usually that way. But anyways, so she's telling me that this is what happened. I'm like, girl, like you're on camera just doing this with him. And I was like, and then at this point I got fed up with her like wholeness, because she would be like, oh, I don't want to do this and this, but you're steadily doing it. Like, I get in some situations you just can't control like shit that happens, but with her it was just like, how are you complaining about the shit that you're doing? Like, nobody is forcing you to do this shit or nothing else. Like, this is just what you're doing, and you want to change and all of this, and you want to be such a good Christian and a woman of God, because that was her thing. Her people was real like heavy on the Christian shit, but they were not. Nobody's a perfect Christian. And like I said, she used to try and pray the whole away. Literally.
So when I said she would do little things, I mean, like, she would, like, for literally 3 days stop smoking. Like, she would, like, basically fast, and then she would have her, like, a little corner, and she would read her Bible for 3 days straight and say how her mind becoming clear. Just like when she tried to stop smoking, because at this time, she's heavily addicted to smoking. She literally, on day one, talking about something, she going crazy. Babe, it's only been 17 hours. Just go ahead if it's that bad. Just go ahead if it's that bad. So that's what I mean. Like, she would, so like, let's say she would say, babe. So since she would do that, she would try and like not talk to somebody for however long, or do this and that. And like I said, she used to try and pray the whole way, but you can't do that because that's just who you are. Just be upfront and honest. And that's the thing I didn't like about her, because she was very on and off with how she really felt about like who she was. And I would tell her like, girl, I don't know what to say.
Would be like, oh, I can repent for my sins, or she would do like little shit, like little things, and think that would even out her little karma for what she was doing. And then the kind of bitches you really gotta watch out for. Them church bitches, them church niggas, watch out for them. I learned my lesson the hard way, hun. I learned my lesson the hard way. But ain't nothing happened to me, because boo, you ain't getting me. Get somebody else to do it. So, like I'm telling her, like, you're just letting shit go too far. Like, you complain that you don't want to do this no more, but you're letting shit go too far. So when I get back from home, I had orange hair. My granny dyed my hair because I told her I really let's not even talk about the hair dye situation. But this time my hair looked really good. I ate up with that orange. I don't give a fuck. Bright colors on black women, it just always eats up. And so where was I? So one night we needed a ride home because both my parents weren't picking up. My mom wasn't picking up and her people wasn't picking up. But we were like, oh, fuck it, we'll just walk. And she was like, no, he said he can come pick us up. Mind you, when I got back home from Chicago, she literally was telling me how she was sending his cousin pictures of me.
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
Why would you sending pictures of me to a nigga I don't know? Don't ever, if we're friends, and you do that shit without asking me first, I'm gonna punch you in your fucking head. Because don't do that. That was disrespectful. That not only was disrespectful to me, but that's dangerous. Like, what if he was crazy? What if he was like a serial killer who just likes to get young black women? And mind you, he's only, I want to say 6 or 7 years older than us. And at the time, I liked it to date older guys. But I was coming out of that phase. It was that phase was ended. It wasn't, but it was ended with him. Like, boo, it wasn't happening. And so, like, I would tell her, like, just don't do that. And so she's like, no, they can pick us up. So they came and they got us. Me and her sat in the back, and one had to move some of the groceries to the front because I guess they went to Kroger and went shopping. And so then he, like, the homeboy looking at me, the cousin looking at me, we're gonna call this nigga Marcus. Marcus is looking at me, and I'm just weirded out, like, oh, please. And I know my makeup was looking good that day. I'm gonna show y'all how I used to go to work. Used to eat the girls up real bad, just with eyeshadow, eyebrows, and eyelashes. Because I ain't know how to beat my face. That's a real bitch. And so, like, I'm telling her, like, I'm already texting her, like, on the phone, like, I'm getting weird vibes. I don't like this. Let's just go home. So when we're heading home, this bitch is talking about, so at first we pull up around the corner, so I was like, oh, Hope, let's get out. This bitch gonna have the nerve to say, oh no, we're finna smoke, so I'll see you later. And I'm a real bitch, so I'm never gonna leave my friend with no niggas. One, I don't know. Two, I don't trust. Like, they both give stink. They both give dirty. Like, bitch, they finna run the 2 men on you and you don't even see it, bitch. You don't even see it, but I see it. So I'm like, no, like, let's just go. And at this time, her parents were being really strict with her, even though she was 18. Her parents were being really strict with her and on her ass about coming home on time and everything else. Because, like I said, they knew that she was just doing shit out here. Like, she fucked a nigga at her people's house while all her people was there. Who the fuck does that kind of shit? Like, girl, just beyond me. So then I'm like, okay, we can smoke. I don't smoke anymore just because my current job season. You know, I was just looking at the camera. I wasn't looking like I was lying. So, anyways, we smoke and we're like on a third blunt. And they're turning around. The 30-year-old nigga, JoJo was looking at her, the cousin looking at me, and I'm just looking anywhere else but there. The car, like, oh, it definitely was smoked out because they rolled up, like, kind of quick and everything. So I'm thinking, okay, after we smoke, we're gonna be done. Bitch, no. That's not what she had in plan at all. That's not what her plan was. That's not what her plan was. And as soon as we got done, well, as soon as the third blunt started passing around, I thought she was gonna take these niggas shit, because I smoked it, handed it back to her because she asked for it, and I thought she just took their shit because all of a sudden we're talking and the car go quiet. And one boy was like, okay, where that blunt at? He asked me for it. I was like, I don't know. I passed it back to her, and she like, she don't know. So we all got out the car looking for the shit, couldn't find it. I think that bitch took it, but she lied and said she didn't. But you know, this bitch free smokes, free smoke. She's gonna do anything from some free smoke. And this is me quoting her. This ain't me just saying shit or nothing else. This is me quoting this bitch verbatim. I'm gonna give you that one verbatim. Cause bitch, we are in Barbados. So yeah, so they're already suspicious. Like, okay, I think they already had peeped. Well, they already tried to peep what she was doing when she was lying. Because one, she's not a good liar. She used to try and lie to her mama, and her mama knew she was lying. I used to tell her, like, girl, like, you just, if you gonna lie, you know, I'm gonna say this because my homegirl told me this, and it's really true. The bitch was with dads in their life, be trying to act so fatherless or be acting fatherless, and it's crazy. Them fatherless activities have to stop, ladies. Please stop with the BS. So anyways, after we get to looking for the blunt or whatever and can't find it, blah, 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 we all sitting back in the car just talking, just letting the smoke fade out. And so then they bring up this stupid ass, you're grown as fuck and you're talking about something, let's play, what's that, the moving chairs game, the ring around, Delilah, what's that chair game when you gotta, when the music stops, you gotta sit down? Musical chairs. Yeah, that's what they, thank you. So that's what they saying. Girl, shut up, I forgot. Shut up. So I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, you know, we play music and then when when the music stops, we all switch seats. You gotta be in a different seat. And I was like, if you want it, and I'm telling this straight to Marcus, if you wanted me to sit in the front from the gate, you should have just said so. And he was like, okay, well, I'm saying it now. And I was like, no, you're not saying it. I just called you out on it. So that's why you're trying to make it seem like that's what you were saying. But that's not what you was doing because you was too scared. And so that shit pissed me off. When I'm high, like, don't say stupid stuff to me. Like, I say stupid stuff when I'm high, but it's stupid funny stuff. Don't do stupid shit like that because you're one, you're too grown, you're older than me, and you're doing that stupid ass shit. Hold on, y'all. So, like I was saying, I'm just like, at this point, like, I'm over it. And anyways, we end up switching the seat, right? So the 30-year-old JoJo sitting in the back with her and me and a cousin in the front. And so the cousin just started talking to me and telling me stuff. 10 minutes into the conversation, the weed started hitting real good, so I'm starting to get a little hungry. So I talk about cooking and stuff, and then I see his cousin, I see JoJo come to the front, reach by me and picks up a jacket, right? And puts the jacket over the seat covers. Like, who? I was like, yeah, no, shorty, we gotta go. We gotta escape. Like, what's really happening? And so then I'm looking at him and I'm looking at the cousin. The cousin was like, you don't mind if I get comfortable? And I was like, I hope he don't pull his dick out. I hope he don't pull his dick out. He don't just yet, y'all. Just listen. So the cousin puts the seat thing, like the jacket over the seat head covers, like it's a divider. Like, literally, that's what he did. That's literally what he did. That's literally. Y'all, literally, I was like, yeah. Y'all already got this childish as shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, bitch, I don't even want to be here. I'm just here to make sure y'all don't get my friend. Like, bitch, I don't know y'all. She know y'all. Well, she don't even know y'all. She just know the one boy. And she wasn't even supposed to be messing with him no more because he don't really, like, she know her parents wasn't going for that. Especially because he a bum. She know they not going for that. Especially her mom. She know her moms is not going for that. So, anyways, what happened is, so he starts talking, and then I start talking about food, because I'm telling him, like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this weed hitting a little too good. Like, I'm hungry now, right? Right? Why the fuck? This nigga was like, oh, some chicken sound good. I was like, yeah, it low-key do sound good. It really didn't, but I was just agreeing. Just to agree. And he flipped the conversation from food to talking about him being in the military. And I don't know why he was telling me that, but I'm not one of the military. I'm gonna hold you down, bitches. I told him I can't date nobody that's in the military. I ended up messing with somebody that was in the army 3 days later. Okay? That was a crazy situation though. But I'm like, yeah, I can't mess with nobody that's in the army. I'm already giving him his, like, babe, ain't nothing happening. Ain't nothing happening between me, you, and nobody. Like, you know, me and Hennessy is me and Hennessy, boo. It's just me and Hennessy. It's not me, you, and Hennessy. Like, ew. And so I already could tell, like, he caught the vibe, like, okay, she's dead ass, nothing's happening. So I could tell he getting a little uncomfortable. So he takes his shirt off. Remember I told you, because he asked me if he could get comfortable, and I said yes. And then we start talking about the chicken again. I was like, yeah, I do want chicken. He was like, you want some chicken? And then he started shimmying his pants on. Yeah, as soon as he started shimmying his pants on, my mind went into, oh, bitch, he finna try something. He finna try something. If you pull out his dick, bitch, you gotta stab it or something. Like, not stab it, but intrusive thoughts, y'all. Intrusive thoughts. I'm sorry. Not stab it, but you gotta punch him in his shit or something. And so then his pants come down. Y'all, and I swear that, like, the little bit of length he had was coming out. And I said, a bobble of hip look but should have made Papa Herbie. I'm pulling down the motherfucking seat cover thing, the jacket seat cover divider, and I'm yelling. And I turn back and see this bitch getting her titty sucked on. Mind you, while we're talking about the chicken, I thought they were just kissing back there. But he's sucking on her titty. She laying in the back with her Whataburger hat on. Bitch laying back. Like, girl, what the fuck is this? And this is a small ass sedan. Like, this ain't no Toyota. This is not no... There was not enough room for what they was doing. That's what I'm trying to say. There was never enough room for what they was doing. There was never enough room. It was inappropriate. She should have put a stop to it as soon as he started pressing her about doing something. She should have stopped, because she know how I feel about when people be trying to, like, do shit like that in front of me. Like, don't be trying to fuck in front of me. Because, bitch, that'll get you beat up. So, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, and she's talking about, she pop up, titty popping out. Billy, what's happening? Billy, what's happening? I'm like, Hope, we gotta go, man. We really gotta get out of here. We gotta go. We gotta go, bro. We gotta go. And so... she's like, what happened? Da, da, da. Then my mom called, so I didn't even get to process, like, what she doing back there, which just almost happened to me, because he put his dick away as soon as he see her pop up to the front. I said, oh, hell no. They was going to run a two-man on this bitch. And she just stupid. Sitting back there getting her titty sucked on. Like the dumb bitch she is, just, ugh. After that, I should have never been friends with that bitch again. But, you know, we live and we learn. And she was a Capricorn. That's the problem. If you're a Capricorn, I don't trust you ever in life. A December Capricorn, for sure. So I'm just like, this shit just, this is the most disrespected thing, like, she could have ever done. My mom called and she's like, hey, where you at? I was like, oh, I'm still at work, because I can't tell her we in a car smoking with two niggas, like, because I already know how my moms could be. Okay, my eyebrows, they don't look the same, but they look good. I already know how my moms could be. So I'm just like, I was like, yeah, we're just waiting to get off of work, da da da. She was like, oh, so bring me home some, da da da, because I already felt like my mom knew, like, I was lying. So I was like, okay. So I told them, I was like, yeah, we gotta go back to Whataburger. If I was him, I wouldn't have taken me back to Whataburger, but his dumb ass took me back to Whataburger. We got food, and I came home, and he was like, oh damn, you know what I'm saying? I was like, nope. So I went inside, gave my mom the food, and then let's continue talking about this. So the next time that we need a ride, here she go again with this idea that we need to just ride with them instead of walking. Y'all, I was like, if he try and pull his dick out again, I'm telling you, I'm stabbing it. Like, I don't know why you think I'm playing with you, why you think any of this is cute, why you think any of this is funny. Like, none of this is cute, funny, calm, and collected. Like, you know I'm crazy. Like, you know I'm crazy. You know I don't play when it come to men. You know, my dad ain't never do shit growing up, but the one thing he did do was show me you should not give a fuck about no nigga, because niggas are bums. My dad's a bum. That's not even my dad. That's just nigga who gave me the other chromosomes or whatever. You know, the mother shits, you know. You know what I mean? So... shit like that don't normally faze me, but bro, when I tell you, I was just like, yeah, I don't want to go, I'll just walk home by myself. And she was like, no, because it's late. And I mean, it was late. It was like almost 5 o'clock in the morning. Why are you up at 5 o'clock in the morning if y'all got jobs? And oh boy, Jojo, you got kids. Why are you not with your baby mom taking care of your kids? Y'all, why the fuck did this bitch, we ride with them? She was like, yeah, we finna smoke. You smoking with us? Babe, I'm good. I was like, if you don't come now, I'm not staying. And so she was like, I'm gonna just stay. I trust them. You should trust them. And she was telling me after she gets done smoking with them, she calls me like 2 hours later. So I was like, yeah, I think they didn't got this bitch, because she just fall for anything. And if you fall for everything, you're gonna fall for anything. Or if you believe everything, you're gonna fall for anything. Basically what I'm trying to say. So I'm like, I'm disappointed. I'm like, I know she finna tell me a whole story. No, she actually don't, which is surprising, because speaking from experience with her not being a hoe with them was actually, it was progress. It was progress for her. It was progress for her, for real. I let her, she didn't just, sorry y'all, I gotta spray it so it says. I'm just like, yeah, this is just crazy. Like, I just can't even believe this. Like, it's really just out of my mind. So she tells me, she was like, yeah, no, we didn't do nothing. She was telling me how the cousin Marcus was like telling them like how sad they were that I didn't stay, and they were like, as soon as I got out the car and opened my garage and went inside my house, he had said, damn, so she really wasn't gonna stay? She not coming back out? Because they said he sat there for 5 minutes because he thought I was coming back out. Mind you, this is his car. This is not even JoJo car. This the cousin car. I said, you knew I wasn't staying. Because I told you I wasn't staying. You should have brought your ass inside my house. Because you know my mom would have let you and everything. You should have just took your ass home. If that was the case, I would have walked you home. Everything. Sorry, y'all. Oh, transition shade. And so, like I told her, like, this whole situation, honestly, don't ever put me in no situation like that again. Like, I was really mad at her. Like, I'm telling her, like, I will never do nothing else with you like this. Like, that was just really, honestly, bringing friends with the bitch who was just disrespectful to your surroundings and how you are as a person was just really eye-opening on what I will and won't accept, like, in friendships, for real. So yeah, that was just that was the end of that story. I'm still doing my makeup, so I don't know how long this is gonna go. Yeah, so hold on. So I'm gonna tell y'all another story time. Same day, same makeup look. Almost done with it though. So me and that girl Hope, why not? Because she was a part of my life for a little bit actually. So me and the girl Hope, we were walking home from Whataburger. A lot of shit happened when we was walking home from Whataburger. I don't know why. I just wish it would have stopped. Did it ever stop? Eventually, yes, but to a certain extent, you know. So we were walking home and we're just talking and talking. Mind you, let me give you some backstory on the girl Hope. She's a hoe. She's a church girl. That's all you need to know. Well, no. She was also one of those bitches who would talk big shit, talk about something. She from New York, all of that. Like, she from the Bronx. Like, they don't play that, dead ass, everything. Like, that's how she would really say shit. Yeah, from this moment, I knew she was not that kind of bitch. She was not a fighter bitch. Bitch, you grew up in Houston, and you not one of the Houston girls that fight. You one of the Houston girls. They gotta sit down, stay ass down somewhere. Because she used to say she didn't like confrontation, so I never would understand what she meant by, like, she was dead ass a down bitch. Like, she was not no down bitch, y'all. She was just a bitch who was going down. Like, that's the best way to describe her. Because bitch, who was you gonna fight? Who was you gonna check? Because here's my thing with her. When you call her out on certain stuff, she would get mad, right? And then she would try to say like, oh, you're just being jealous, or oh, you're doing this, that, and the third. And I would always tell her, I was like, that's definitely not the case. You're just mad because what I'm saying is the truth. You're a hoe. You try and blame all your issues on somebody else, and you can't take accountability. She actually did end up taking accountability after I cut her ass off. But that's beside the point. So, whatever. So, we're walking home. We're just talking. And mind you, in my head, I'm thinking, okay, this is down bitch. Anything happen, this bitch gonna really be here. She gonna know what's up. Why the fuck we see this nigga in the neighborhood? One, I'm thinking, oh, it's the boy we go to school with. So I'm like, oh, hey, Noel, what's up? The man gets closer, and I'm starting to realize this is not the homeboy we thought he was. So I'm like, oh shit, damn, he finna say something. And he started yelling. He was like, what you say, bitch? Bitch. Don't ever. And I mean ever. If a nigga ever call me like Krishan, what Krishan say in that one video, I'm gonna play it right now.
Hey Queen, don't let him call you a bitch again. Bust the head open again. Hush.
If a nigga ever do me and call me a bitch, trust, you're gonna get beat the fuck up. I'm just like, this nigga crazy. So he's still talking to us, and then he gets like closer to us, and he pulls out the switch knife, and you heard a little click sound and making everything, and I'm laughing. Like, I'm literally, I'm gagged. Because at this point, I don't even know what to say, because it wasn't funny, but it was funny. Like, in serious or sad situations, I laugh at things. Like, this one girl, she was telling me, she was like, yeah, me and my man not working out, so I'm gonna kill the baby. I laughed. It wasn't funny, but it was funny. Like, what? Girl, you're gonna kill the baby because you and your nigga ain't working out? You're not even killing the baby. You killing a couple cells. But that's beside the point. Don't come on here with that other bullshit, yeah. Please don't. Cause one thing about it, I do not give a fuck. And so I'm laughing because it was fun. It wasn't funny, but it was funny to me because, nigga, you're in Katy, Texas. You're not doing nothing crazy to me. And he gonna pull out a switchblade, talking about some, I will stab you. Then do it.
Do it then, nigga. Oh.
Literally, that's what I said. And then I'm laughing at him, dead in his face, like hysterically laughing at him. His feelings was hurt. His feelings was real hurt. And here this scary bitch, big bitch gonna go and back up, talking about some Billy. And I'm looking at her like, why the fuck is you backing up, bitch? I thought you was about that shit. What happened? Oh, it's because you're really not about that shit. You just talk all that shit, and bitch, you're not about nothing. You're not about nothing. Nothing you're talking about. Girl, what? Get the fuck on somewhere. And I hate scary bitches like that, because don't get to talking shit in front of me. And when it come down to get down with a bitch, you ain't getting down with nobody but your damn self in the air. Bitch, don't act like Joan Clayton on that one episode when her and them girls got into it, and even Maya was jumping in defending Tony. They all beefing, but it was all because of Joan, because Joan was scary and couldn't check a bitch. Don't act like that. And that's exactly what kind of bitch she was. And I'm laughing at him. Now I'm telling him, like, yo, back the fuck up. Like, nobody gives a fuck. And then he walk away talking something. Yeah, that's what I thought. And I say, nigga, you didn't even do nothing. Like, what you talking about? Yeah, that's what you thought. What? And y'all, she was like, bitch, you're just crazy. I was like, bitch, no, I'm not crazy. It's called, I fear nobody. At the time, I feared my mom, but now I'm grown as fuck, and I don't fear her. If she hear this, I was lying. I was lying when I said that. But I don't fear her. I don't fear nobody. And I used to tell her all the time, nobody can ever beat me up or talk to me crazy like my own family do. Like, that's just the facts. Like, no bitch outside of my household could really hurt my feelings like that. Like, please. Get the fuck. So this is how the makeup came out. That was the end of the story time. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, follow. If you don't like the video, you don't sub, you don't nothing, then guess what? Your mom's a bitch.